So, it's time to head back into other movie reviews. And, I already did a review on, Pixar films and even Incredibles 2. I need to add that to the playlist, actually, so I'll probably be at it by the time this video is up. Yeah, anyway, so we're now heading back into other reviews and not just Pixar. And, I figured I should make a quick note that, I am going to be only reviewing animated movies, superhero movies, and movies based on video games, so I can catch up on things, and other films I can just go see them whenever I want. Doesn't matter if I haven't reviewed them. So let's get back into reviews, shall we? And now we're going to be looking at one of the latest animated movies to come out, being the third movie in the trilogy to Sony Pictures Animation's Hotel Transylvania, obviously titled Hotel Transylvania 3. Before I talk about this film, I should say a few things about the previous films. I like that they went with a cartoony style like a classic anime characters from the 20s, 30s, and 40s, but the characters, story, jokes, and music aren't the best things I've ever seen. I would only say put these films on if you're watching a little kid at least. They're a mixed bag movies really. You might love them, or you might hate them, or just be in the middle. Me? I'm on the hate side. I find them fine as a cartoon, but I wouldn't want to watch them every time I see it pop up somewhere. So how about the third movie? Does it save the franchise? Is it the best one in the trilogy? Let's begin with the story. So after a wedding with two spike-like monsters, Dracula, played by Adam Sandler, feels lonely since his wife died hundreds of years ago, which was addressed in the first movie. His daughter Mavis, played by Selena Gomez, sets up a holiday for Drax and then meets a woman named Eric Van Helston, played by Katherine Hannon, who secretly wants to kill Drax, but Drax zinged Erica, and so we have to see if Drax will make it out alive and if Drax will get Erica to be together with him. Something I should note is that I think the first two films got worse both times, and the third film is even worse! Some things feel like the characters are doing a role reversal. The jokes aren't funny and don't do anything to the plot, and has a lot of cliches and predictable moments. The life lesson we learn is the same one from the previous two movies. They repeat the same life lesson, and can I just ask why? There is no need to have the same life lesson taught in all three films. It was in the first one, that's good enough. The second film, it should have been something different. But no, it's the same one each time. As I've said before, some of the characters do like a role reversal kind of thing. I don't really like those kind of stories that do this. By the time the role reversal bit begins, you already know how it will end, and sometimes it'll feel out of character and doesn't make them improve. Since this is a sequel, it's supposed to improve the characters and be a better story. The side characters are just boring, and are also pretty standard to how you think they'll be, and the villain is just awful. And another thing, Drax has a hard time dealing with being in love with Erica and is scared of telling Mavis when Mavis is freaking married and has experience over the sort of thing. None of the jokes in this film are funny. They didn't make me laugh once. And like I said before, none of them do anything to the plot, except slow things down or even put the film on halt, just to tell the joke. I'm expecting the Teen Titans Go movie to do the same. The music is forgettable, and this movie tries to make it up for that by having a lot of existing songs that are well known. The interesting thing is that the moments with the existing songs time into the beat, which doesn't make sense for when they do it with the original music. Whatever, the original music is forgettable anyways. If there's anything that's redeemable about this film, it'll be the animation. As I said before, I like the style of classic animation like it was from the 20s, 30s, or 40s. I really love seeing those cartoons, and this is a nice feel to it. And it feels quite nice to watch, and I think this is the best looking film in the trilogy. So I'll give the film that, but it isn't enough to save it. Hotel Transylvania 3 is the worst film in the Hotel Transylvania series. Was there any need to make a third movie? I don't think so. I may hate this movie, but I don't think it's worse than the Emoji Movie and The Star, or even the live-action Smurfs movies. But it is pretty close to that kind of thing. I hope we don't get another film in the Hotel Transylvania series. I honestly can't put up with it anymore. Fingers crossed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse will be good. Oh hell yeah! Oh, thank God I've finished Hotel Transylvania 3. I am not going back to this film afterwards. I mean, when I do my list of best and worst films of the year, I might have to bring it up again. But yeah. Anyways, let's hope that the next film that we're gonna be watching is a whole lot better. I mean, how can we get any worse than Hotel Transylvania 3? Oh boy. Can I skip this one, please? Ugh. Fine. I'll review it. So, join me for my next movie review where I'll be reviewing the latest animated film to be released, Teen Titans Go to the movies.